Good morning, everyone, and welcome you all to our AABN's 141st weekly webinar. It's heartwarming to see a happy bunch of participants on a Sunday morning. Welcome to you all for responding to our call and being here. Over the past 3 years, we have been able to put together online programs to keep our AABN community not just engaged, but also meet a range of inspiring people who can help shape your ideas and thoughts. Today, we have one such personality, Soshina Saravanan, a respected counseling psychologist. I extend a very warm welcome to Soshina Saravanan for coming here and willing to impart her expertise to our AABN community. Hope today proves to be a very fruitful day to all those present today. In this fast-paced, overworked and chronically stressed world, there is an increasing desire to live a more purposeful, fulfilling, and joyous life. This is evident in the growing number of people and businesses turning towards transformational life, health, and wellness in their attainment of meaning, growth, and change. In the recent times, we have noticed the collective shift towards most holistic approaches in achieving a healthier and happier mindset and lifestyle. People want more than they ever have before, more love, career options, a deeper relationship, vibrant health, and greater financial freedom to truly enjoy the precious life more fully. In today's webinar, Soshina Saravanan will help reinforce the idea that movement is not just about physical fitness, but about embracing the way of movement and connecting with our bodies in a way that promotes overall health and well-being. She will outline the reasons why we should keep moving, including improving the quality of life, maintaining physical and cognitive abilities, preventing chronic diseases, and reducing stress. Movement can increase self-esteem and positively impact mental health. We got an awesome speaker with fresh perspectives on double engine, use your mind to heal your body to address us. Let me extend a very warm welcome to the eminent guest speaker, Soshina Saravanan, to this interactive business networking session. It would take a good part of today if we had to run through all the achievements of this illustrious counseling psychologist at Mind and Manas Counseling and Coaching. With 18 years of dedicated experience in the field of psychology, Soshina Saravanan is a trusted and compassionate counselor who has positively impacted the lives of countless individuals. Her commitment to helping others navigate life's challenges and find inner peace has made her a respected figure in the world of mental health. Soshina specializes in a diverse range of therapeutic approaches, including cognitive behavioral therapy, transactional analysis, neuro-linguistic programming, hypnotherapy, inner child healing, emotional freedom technique, mindfulness based therapy, emotional empowerment technique, yoga, solution-based therapy. Her extensive knowledge and expertise in these methodologies enable her to tailor her counseling sessions to the unique needs of each client. She believes in the power of understanding the intricacies of the human mind and the importance of fostering healthy relationships with oneself and others. Sushina's warm and empathic demeanor creates a safe and non-judgmental space for individuals seeking support and guidance. Throughout her career, Soshina has successfully helped clients overcome anxiety, depression, relationship issues, and various other psychological challenges. Her holistic approach to therapy emphasizes not only symptom relief, but also personal growth and self-discovery. Soshina Saravanan is not only a dedicated therapist, but also a lifelong learner, continuously updating her knowledge and skills to stay at the forefront of her field. Her passion for helping others find happiness and fulfillment in their lives is at the core of her practice. Before I wind up, let me once again extend a very warm welcome to all and reiterate that the AABN's doors are always open to those who might want to strengthen our work with their suggestions. I also wish to place on record our deep commitment to work tirelessly as a team to carry forward our goals in a constructive and gratifying way. Thank you, and over to you, Sushina.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome, Gopinath, Gopi, SD Gopi, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited to talk for this topic because I'm very, very happy that this is something which everybody needs to know. Is my internet connection right? Are you all able to hear me? Can you put a thumbs up?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I'm very excited to talk about this topic because this is not only the learning, it is all I have implemented in my life, and I have gone through so many experiences, and I can tell that definitely mind and body are very much connected. So I'm inspired by this book called You Can Heal Your Life. I trust many of you would have heard about this book. This book is written by Louise Hay, and that's my she was an author who brought me into this. And after reading that book, I started seeing that if there is anything that I can really implement on myself before implementing on others. So when I got into this gallery view, I could see that everybody is not being displaying their pictures, or I'm only seeing names. So I would be happy if you can come on video, so that it will be like I'm talking to a group. Thank you so much. Many are actually switching on their video. Thank you. And people who are not comfortable, or you're in a place where you're not able to, I can understand it. But others, if you can kindly do that, I'll be happy because I will feel a connect there. Because I'm more of an offline person, I'm more of a kinesthetic person who like to, converse in person or in on offline. Thank you so much. Many of you have switched on your videos. Thank you. Okay, so let me start with a beautiful exercise to just let you know that mind and body is connected. Are you all ready for that exercise? I need to see, are you all excited?
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
Yes, I could see few hands. Yeah, very nice. So, can you see this baseline in your baseline from here? Okay, just connect it like this and just close your hands, and you can see that, look at your middle finger, and you may see that one finger is up. Either right hand middle finger will be taller, or left hand middle finger will be taller. So if your left middle finger is tall, you need to keep your left hand down and focus your right hand middle finger. Just keep your hands on front and just focus on right hand middle finger. If your right middle finger is taller than the left middle finger, take the right hand, keep it on your lap, put your left hand on the front and focus on the middle finger of your left hand. Your both the
Very
hands
interesting.
are equal. If your both the hands are equal, then please, you can take a choice. You can either take right hand or left hand. Am I clear with my instruction? If your left middle finger is taller than the right middle finger, the taller middle finger, taller finger, you need to keep it, hand, you need to keep it on your lap. The other hand should be kept on the front. Am I clear? Yes?
Yes. Go ahead.
Madam, please repeat it.
Okay. Now you need to actually take the baseline, close it. Now, if you see my hand, my left middle finger is taller than the right middle finger. So what I do is I keep my, which is taller one, I'm keeping it on my lap, and which is the smaller one, I'm keeping it on my front. Okay. Now, whatever is taller, keep that on your lap and put the other hand onto your front and focus on your middle finger. Just focus on your middle finger. So I'm going to switch on the timer. I'm just going to switch on the timer for 3 minutes. I want you all to focus on the finger very deeply and keep saying it is growing. Just keep saying it's growing. Your full focus should be on the middle finger for the next 3 minutes. Am I clear with my instructions? Yes? And Babu sir, mute your audio so that,
Clear, madam. Clear.
yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, am I clear with my instructions? Okay. Are you ready for this activity? Now focus your thoughts, your feelings, everything on the middle finger, which is on your friend, only on the middle finger. And here we go. Just keep saying it's growing, and it's growing. Or you can say it's becoming taller and taller.
It's
Keep
growing,
saying this.
growing, it's
Yeah,
growing, it's
say it in your
growing.
mind. Say it in your mind. You can say it in your mind. Keep saying it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. Keep saying it is growing. For next 3 minutes, you're only going to believe this. Shut your logical mind up, because logic always asks, how is it going to grow? No, just shut that up. And keep saying it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. Just feel it's growing. Just feel. Just visualize it. It's growing and it's growing and it's growing. It's growing. It's growing and it's growing. Focus only on your middle finger and keep saying it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. Your full focus is only on the middle finger. You have 100% faith in this exercise and you're believing the process. Keep saying it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. Now we're getting into the last minute, so I want you to close your eyes and just visualize that it is just growing. Just feel the stretch. Just feel the stretch. And just visualize it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. Just visualize. Wow, fantastic. It's growing. Very nice. Keep visualizing. Keep your eyes closed and keep visualizing it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. Feel the stretch. Feel as though it's growing. Very nice. Fantastic. Okay, now open your eyes and again just measure, and I'm able to see my hand has grown, and for how many it has grown. I just wanted a thumbs up, an icon thumbs up. Many people are not on videos. I'm not able to see how many of you. It is not very good. I could see few hands up. Very nice. Fantastic. Okay. Nice. Okay. So what does that mean? 3 minutes focusing on your body can make a changes in your body, right? And if you have full faith, your body will respond to what you think. So if this is true, if you can really make a change in 3 minutes, then the thoughts that you're going to create it again and again and again, how much change it can bring in your body. And what are we actually talking to our body? We all are responsible for the experience that we create in our life. Now, Now, you may ask this question, how am I responsible? Yes, we are responsible. Whatever is our thoughts, that gets manifested. Now, let me give you an example. Many people believe that if my parents have sugar or diabetes or pressure, and I'm more likely to get it. And if you believe that, yes, you're going to get it. So, okay, now let me ask this question to you. So, how many of you are very much confident about your health? 0 to 10, 10 being the maximum. How many of you are going to be very confident about your health? How many of you will
Nine.
give you 9? Very
10.
good. Like
10.
sir?
10.
10. Wow, fantastic. Yes. Others?
8.
Uh-huh. Very nice. Can I get few more answers?
7.
7. Okay.
9.
7.
Pardon?
7.
7. Okay. So most of you have given more than 5. That means you are more healthy, right? Very good, very good. If you're healthy, so what is that that you will contribute? Like, what is that you will say? What is the reason? What is the cause for your health? Can I know that? I'm really curious to know that.
Well, I do regular exercise and I eat sensibly.
You do regular exercise and?
And eat sensibly.
Okay.
Eat sensibly.
Yes. What about others?
I am doing yoga, so I'm staying healthy.
Great. Then what about?
Okay.
I want
Same
few more
here.
answers, please.
Diet and physical works.
Uh-huh. Diet and physical works. Okay.
Sleep
Please
early,
unmute
get up
before
early.
talking.
Pardon, sir?
I said sleep early, get up early, maintain a healthy lifestyle. Try not to get angry, anxiety, control emotions.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you are more into taking care of your mental health too.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. So here the topic is on mental health, and according to Louise Hay, she says we all suffer from self-hatred and guilt, and that is the cause for our disease. And now here I'm here to teach you how to actually come out of it. So first I made you understand that health, mind and body has got to connect. And we know that mental health is very important. We know how many of you have visited a psychologist for your mental health?
Never.
No, not yet visited.
And
Not
never
yet
will.
visited. Okay,
Okay,
that's a
okay.
nice way. Pardon?
I said I haven't visited a psychologist and I don't think I ever will.
I will. Okay. Yeah.
No, I will not.
So have you visited a doctor?
Yeah, that would be true.
Uh-huh.
But not
Yes.
often.
But not often, but at least you have visited a doctor, right? So why do you visit a doctor? What makes
Because
you
I've
visit
got
a doctor?
diplopia. Because I have
Pardon?
diplopia. Diplopia.
Uh, I didn't understand that. What is it, sir?
It is an eye defect. I mean, if I look from my left side of my eye, I see double
Okay.
vision.
Okay, okay, got that. Yeah.
I visited
So
doctor
you
due to
visit a
sport
doctor.
injury.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So you all visit a doctor because you feel your physical fitness or physical body has got some challenges. Am I right? But if I'm going to tell that for your physical body to become that, it is your mental health which is important. But unfortunately, we don't visit a psychologist to find out what am I really undergoing. Yes or no?
Yes.
So, according to this book, Louis Hay's book, which I'm really inspired, which I'm putting into practice in my own life, any illness, anything that I feel that I'm getting into my body, I always go and check for what is the emotion that is creating it. If I'm really working on that emotion, and if I feel, yes, I'm also a human being, definitely I'll have something which I put on my body through my mind. So when I go and check it, and it is most of the time it's true. And I work on that emotional thought, I make it positive, then I can see my ailment going off. And I've worked with many number of people in my center. And when I work on their mental health, you can see there is a lot of changes in their physical health. Why we are not going to meet a psychologist is somewhere we feel we can handle our mental health. I am really surprised that most of us who are educated to have the same thing. Now you have anger on your body. How many of you feel that I am angry? Now it is going to affect my body. I wanted to release it. And how many of you do something to release that anger? Yes, sir. Muthiya sir, you do that, right? Very good. You are into yoga, correct?
Yeah.
Definitely you will do it. Yes. What about others?
Well, I feel angry, but I do feel angry. I get angry very often, but then
Actually, no,
I just
I'm
take
getting.
Training session கேக்குறியா psychologist training?
back seat and think
Can you please
once again,
mute
and
your
then
audio?
get
People
relieved.
who are talking now, please stop. Okay. Shivakumar sir, you are saying something. Yes.
Nothing, ma'am, nothing.
Somebody was talking actually, was willing to talk. Velayadam sir, were you actually talking something?
Yeah, I did. No, I do get angry very often due to in the working environment. But then I just take a back seat for a while and think, and then get it relieved. But then you most of the time you're getting anxiety due to it. The circumstances always forces you to get angry. Um, that is something which it's not under your control. I mean, you can control yourself, not get angry about it, but then the circumstances sometimes makes you angry. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. See, it is okay to have any emotions. Yes, sir. I see some. I'm not able to get your name.
Tawfiq, yeah.
Dofik. Yeah, Dofik. Yeah. Yes.
So, do you suggest it's good to see a psychologist for handling for the mental peace or mental wellness or mental health?
Yes, definitely yes. If I'm going to say yes, you might think I'm marketing. I'm not marketing. I feel as you visit a doctor, it is definitely you need to meet a mental health professional, maybe psychologist, because whatever you feel that you cannot discuss it to anybody else. Sometimes you might carry guilt because you feel that is guilty because of the because of the society we live in. Okay,
Okay.
and error is to human being, error is to human. Everybody makes mistake. Everybody has got all these emotions like guilt, jealousy, sadness, anger, and it's okay to get that. But after getting it, okay, how are we going to release it? That is something which I want you to really learn it up. Okay, and
Thank
the more often you get angry, okay, be present. Why am I getting angry? Why am I seeing that? Most of the time when you're angry, it is only because you want others to do what we want to do or what we think. Correct? And how do you
you.
think that others will do what we think? If you can just
Well,
question this thought, your anger is lost.
Well, it's
You're
not all the time. It's not all the time that way, madam. Actually, when in a working environment, you have a responsibility and you're supposed to perform a duty. And when you don't do it, it's not that I want you to do the way I want that to be done. It's that you fail to do, and then that makes one angry. That's how it is. It's another
Oh,
perspective.
nice.
I'm not saying it's what you are saying is wrong, but it's another trigger point.
Well, Adam sir, I take your point, but can I say by getting angry, do you think the work has been done?
Well, at times it works. You know, you don't spare the stick. They say sometimes you have to show your anger, disappointment. You know, you express your disappointment. At times it become you attach emotion to the disappointment that becomes an angry. That's how I see it.
Exactly. But can I ask you this question? Like, can you raise your voice but not feeling any emotions on your body? Can you do that practice?
Most of the time, I raise my voice, even though I don't generally get angry. You know, the other side who are listening, that why are you shouting? That's the way they tell me. Although they don't get offended, but they feel that I'm shouting. But I don't feel that I'm shouting. I'm just expressing my inner feelings or emotions in a probably an amplified manner of voice. But that is something causing me trouble.
Madam,
Exactly.
what's the difference between the voice raising and the angry? When
See,
I'm getting
anger
angry,
is
I'm raising
when
the
you're
voice.
getting angry, you can see there is a change that will happen in your body. You're
Yeah,
not comfortable with your body. But if you're consciously choosing to raise your voice, if you want to call your son who is a little away, you raise your voice. But you will see there is no change in your body much. But anger is an emotion, correct?
correct.
When you
Now
get
I'm listening.
emotional and you put that in your body, that when you shout and you get emotional and then you put that thing on your body, then you can see some of your body parts getting destroyed. So
Excellent,
that's the
excellent.
reason I asked. Yes,
Appa,
Naresh.
தேவிகா மாதிரி இன்கம்பேட்டிபிள் பர்சன் கூட என்னோட மேஜர் லைஃப்
ஐயோ.
Hello.
So what I will say about anger is that you can say that when we have expectations which are not fulfilled, they cause anger.
Exactly.
Now, anger can be of two forms. One is based on expectation, and one is when you see injustice in your society around you. Now, the first form of anger harms your body. The second form of anger with awareness, then it is actually good. Because then
Exactly.
transformation takes place.
So Naresh sir, exactly. But anger, I'm talking about anger, it is going to affect your body. I'm talking about anger that is going to affect your body. Any emotion for that sake, fear, resentment, anything that is going to affect your body. So my point is, if you're going to love your body, then you will always see that you are not going to put these emotions, or these emotions are not going to conquer you. Correct? So you will be in that state of awareness that anything you do or you are doing it, after that you will see or you will find some time to release that. That is what my point is all about. So first thing what I want you to do is to love yourself. If you really want to be in good health, there is something called loving ourselves. Many of us has thought about how to love others, but most of us are being not thought about how to love ourselves and love our body. Am I right? So when I say loving yourself, what happens to you? How do you think that you love yourself? Have you ever thought of loving yourself? And here in this book, she gives a beautiful exercise of loving yourself, and which I personally do, and I know I have done this as a course too to many people, and have a lot of changes in your body. It's a mirror exercise that she asked to do, Louise Hay. That look into the mirror. When you look into the mirror, you see your image, and you cannot lie to your image, correct? As you keep saying I love you, do you know what happens? What will happen? Just take a guess. If you're going to look into the mirror and say I love you, what will happen?
You'll start feeling happy about yourself.
The first time when you say to yourself, you laugh at yourself. Then second time probably you'll start realizing, yeah, it's nice to have that feeling. Probably third time, fourth time, fifth time you start loving. And if the mirror is double-sided and the female is behind, you start loving more.
Okay. But you know what happened to me when I started this exercise? I couldn't really do this exercise because I was not loving myself at all. It was not easy for me to love myself with a lot of flaws in me. It was not, I got present to that I'm actually not performing the way I want to perform. I got really present to so many emotions of mine, and it was like I was not doing the way what I want to do in the way I really aspire for. When I start doing this exercise, I tell you the tears were rolling off my eyes. Even today, when I stand in front of the mirror, yes, I love myself. I can really say that. But initially, it was not easy for me to love because I had so many things in my past which I had to really forego, and it was not easy for us to do that. And people who are into psychology, yes, they are having so many areas where they do a lot of self work to release it. But most of us don't get an opportunity because I don't know how many of you are into more of self work. It is easy to go for a motivational class, do something, about it. But how many of you are ready to find out what is your blind spot?
Madam, I agree to what you are saying.
As you said. Yes, sir, you are saying something. Yes.
Madam, I agree to your point. Sometimes you feel that you made a mistake. Sometimes you feel that, no, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done it a little different. As you rightly said, the anger took the precedence. The anger took the, anger overpowered you, and you say many things in the emotions at a given point in time.
No, your voice is muted.
Unmute பண்ணுங்க வேலாயுதம்.
So, yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are few things, as you said, yeah, we realize it, but then we repeatedly do it. When the similar situations occurs again, we repeat the same thing and then feel the same feeling bad about, I shouldn't have done that. That's the way it is.
Yeah. So as you rightly said, sometimes we are aware of it, but sometimes we are not even aware that we are doing it. If any of your friends or a close member is coming and telling you that you are doing this often, you will not even accept it. But first thing is acceptance if somebody is telling you something. And second thing is, as Velayudam has said, we know that yes, I'm doing this, but what are we really doing about it? Every time you're getting hurt because of it, but we are not doing anything because we don't know that we need to work on this. Why am I getting? Do you know many things are coming from your childhood? And most of them are our childhood triggers that is happening right now. You might think I've grown up, I'm 40s, I'm 50s and 60s. No, not at all. It's more about how you relate to yourself in your childhood, and your childhood belief is just staying as it's stuck there. That's the reason I tell that most of your blind spot. Yesterday, I had a client in my center where he reaches a height, then from there he falls off. He's into trading. He reaches a height, then he falls down. Again, he reaches a height, then he falls down. Like he was telling, ma'am, I'm not able to understand what's my pattern about. Then when I was talking to him, I asked him, tell me something about your childhood and tell me something that what your parents were talking about it. Then, I got the point. His father used to always say, rich people make money in a bad way. In an honest way, If you are rich, you are not honest. You cannot make money by being honest. This was his parental message, which was very strong. Now, this guy, he is a rebel as a child. The child state of him is is rebelling it and is getting into this business. And now what happens is he goes there and his parental message is so high, he comes down. He's not even aware of it. It was his blind spot until I told him. Can you see there are so many areas where your childhood has got an effect? Your inner child has got so many things that you're carrying, and it could be the belief about your health too. You may know many things by knowledge. You might think knowledge is power, but no, working on ourselves is power. Do you know that no person, no place, or no past has got any influence on our present actually? Has not got any power on us. If you feel today I want to change my thoughts, yes, it's possible. Now, first step, as I told you, it is first loving ourselves. So now let me give you a simple exercise, okay? And this exercise, you can either continue doing it on your own, or you can probably look into the mirror and do this exercise, okay? For this, I want you all to just lean back and close your eyes and just lean back, sit comfortably, remove your specs and sit comfortably and take a deep breathe in. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Whatever is relaxation means to you, it's happening to you now. Gently focus your attention on your forehead. All the muscles of your forehead are relaxing now. Relax. The wave of relaxation is slowly passing down to your brows and gently down to your eyes. When I say one, open your eyes, and when I say two, close your eyes. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Deep sleep. With each and every breath you take, you go 10 times deeper. Your physical body will relax. Your mind will be completely calm. The wave of relaxation is slowly coming down to your cheeks and chin, and all the muscles of your cheeks and chin are relaxing, relaxing. Gently, the relaxation is moving down and down to your neck, slowly spreading all over your shoulders. Just let go, loosen up your shoulders and slowly droop your shoulders and relax. Slowly, the relaxation is moving down to your arms, elbows, forearms, wrist, palms, back of your palms, fingers, even your fingertips are relaxing, relaxing. Relax. Slowly, the relaxation is moving to your chest. And take a deep breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in all the positive energy in your room. And breathe out all your stress, worries, and tension. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly, the relaxation is moving down and down to your stomach, and all the muscles of your stomach are relaxing, relaxing. Relax. Gently, the relaxation is moving to your back, your upper, middle, and lower back. All are relaxing now. Relax. Gently, the relaxation is moving to your thighs, knees, calf muscles of your legs, feet, and toes. Head to toe, toe to head, the whole body is relaxing, relaxing. In this beautiful relaxed state, I'm going to take you to a nice room. This room has got only mirrors. Visualize yourself in a room that has got only mirrors, four-sided only mirrors. Now you can see infinite number of your own images. Look into one of the mirrors, deep into your eyes, and say, I love you. 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 As you're saying this to yourself, just feel how you're feeling. Are you comfortable with these words? If you're not comfortable, use these words instead. I want to love you. I want to love you. I 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 love you. Feel as though all the cells are getting this message very deeply. Every cell of your body is being programmed with this love. Just feel that in your body. Just be with that for some time. In a few moments from now, I'm going to count you down from 1 to 3. At the count of 3, having had a beautiful session, you're going to open your eyes. 1, gently come back to this room. 2, having had a beautiful session of relaxation, you're going to open your eyes. And 3, gently open your eyes at your own pace. 1 and 2 and 3, gently open your eyes at your own pace. Okay. This is a relaxation technique, and this is a technique where you can just use this to create self-love. If you feel you have time in the morning and evening, I will always suggest my clients to do this exercise because I start with self-love. If you feel that, okay, ma'am, I don't have time for this, you can go into the mirror, look deep into your eyes, and still say, I love you. I want you to really look into your mirror and say, and I want you to really note down how you feel. Most of us are not comfortable. If you are feeling very good with yourself, of course you will feel comfortable. But if you feel that you're not really loving yourself, you're putting others more, into more priority. It's not you whom you give, because we are all being taught to love others, but not to love ourselves. We've been taught as selfish, right? You're going to love your others, you're going to give importance to yours. It is more about being selfish, but it's not. Loving space is the first thing. Without even loving yourself, how will you love others? And loving yourself is the base for your health. It's a very base for your health. If you love yourself, you will think about getting angry. You'll not get. You will take care of it. You'll start seeing how I need to work on my anger. Yes, Heal Your Life by Louis Hay. Yes, yes, Major. That's a book that gave me a lot of insights, and when I started following that, then I understood it is all what you have. Now, can you see that when you are feeling fearful, do you know what gets affected? Did you know, or a bike further, you see a bike and your car is just going, you're going to go and, you're going to dash on it. What will happen? Suddenly, it's part of your body gets that. What is it? Which part of your body is getting affected? OnePlus, can you please mute your? That's one I'm not able to. Hello.
Mobile.
Yes. See, when you're going to.
जो बगा सेमिनार चल रहा है बता
OnePlus, ma'am, or can you just mute your mic, ma'am? Yes, thank you so much. Yes. See what happens when you're actually going to meeting, going to dash somebody. What will happen is, first thing that which part of your body gets affected? Can you see that? Can you just guess, Enago?
We feel nervous, ma'am.
You feel nervous, but which part of your body is getting affected when you just go and suddenly you feel that you're going to dash a bike, or you're driving a car and you're going to just which part of your body is getting affected, Sudhanya? First,
Heart.
Stomach.
Chest.
Stomach.
Stomach. Exactly, stomach. Where is that? Stomach. And do you know what is the feeling? What is the emotion? It's fear. Yes, it's fear. So what happens is, can you see the fear is being stored in your gut, in your stomach? So if you have stomach related problems, then it is more to do with your fear. You're so angry. And you know where anger is stored? Mostly in your liver and gallbladder. So each emotion is really stored in other part of your body. Hate is stored in, hate and impatience is stored in your heart. Your heart gets affected. If you have a cardiac problem, if you have a heart related problem, somewhere there is a hatred in your mind. Somewhere you feel, I'm not having enough love. I'm not able to generate love. I'm not loved enough. All these emotions, all these feelings and thoughts are there. And if you have worry, fear, anxiety, definitely your stomach. If you have sadness and depression, it's your lungs that gets affected. So each organ is being actually, if each emotion sits in your organ. So you might think, oh, sad feel pannite, okay, I'm just feeling sad, and after that it is going to go. No, it's been your organs are getting affected. If you really love your body, then you will know how to really take out that emotion. So I'll teach you a simple exercise. People who are into yoga are already doing this pranayama, breathing exercise. So anything that you feel that it has got into your body, if you feel that yes, ma'am, it has got into my body, I was angry, I could see there is something in my body that is not good, you're feeling uneasy about it, take your hand, keep it on that part, take a deep breathe in, just keep it on that part, whichever part you feel that it is uncomfortable. Take a deep breathe in. When you breathe in, your stomach has to come out. And when you breathe out, your stomach has to come in. That's a way of breathing. If you do that kind of breathing, you can see the emotions will be out. Breathing is a way where you can take your emotions out. And the second way is imagination. Our mind doesn't know that, it doesn't know to distinguish between what is imagination and what is reality. If you're going to imagine things, the mind thinks it's real. That's the reason they call power of visualization. If you can make a visual, and if you can repeatedly look into that visual again and again and again, your mind thinks it is real, it's more likely to happen. I wanted to actually share this case study where I have met my senior psychologist, where like we have a lot of discussion about case studies and things. And she was falling sick she was falling sick actually. Then I was just wondering, like being a psychologist, she knows mind and body, why is she falling sick? Then I went to her personally and I asked, is there anything that is disturbing you? Is there anything on your mind? And she said, no, Soshina, everything is perfect, but I'm not able to understand why am I falling sick. Then when I was asking this, all of a sudden I happened to observe one of her class, which she was one of her session. So after the session, when she was talking to the client, she said this, I feel heavy. She's used this word, I feel heavy, after that session to the client. So after the client left, I asked her, ma'am, you said I feel heavy. Why are you feeling heavy? Then she said, I always go with my client's feeling and I just relive my client's feeling. Now, can you understand, when she started reliving the client's feeling, our subconscious doesn't know, are you actually, it's are you feeling or are you feeling for your client? So though you feel for your client, the subconscious is getting that feeling and it is storing in your body. And that was affecting her. She was not even aware of it. Until I pointed out, when I saw this, I told her and she said, yes, now I get what am I getting? Because for emotional wise, she was very happy. But every client, she used to go along with the client, feel that emotion, and that was into her body. Now, this is what we say. When you're going to talk about health, when people are frequently talking about illness, unknowingly it goes into your mind too. And you can see that some people always love to talk about illness. They like to always say, I'm sick. Do you know that comes from their childhood? Because that's how they got attention in your childhood. And they love speaking about it every time. And they create it themselves. So mind and body, if you know, it is so much connected. Okay, every day you all told that you will do dieting, you are on to exercise. But very important is what are the things that you're putting into your mind. Very important. How are you seeing anything? How are you seeing your body? How are you talking to your body? Any organ, if you can really connect to your organ and keep speaking or making visuals out of it, you will start seeing changes. I want to share one case study of mine, which I really love sharing this, and that will give you a lot of insights. I had a client who walked in when she had a cancer in her polyps, and it was her second episode. First episode, she went to Apollo, cleared it, and after when she went for a checkup, they said there is another polyps which is coming, and it is more likely to spread. You need to do chemo on that. And luckily, she was a psychologist herself, so she told me that I understand that is something which is creating this again. So she wanted to come and meet me and say that, Soshina, I wanted to really know why it is coming again. And I'm totally unaware what is it. Then I was listening to what she was telling, and I happened to hear that she was having a lot of grudge against her brother. And that was not healed at all, and she was not able to heal it herself. So that is a cause for this cancer polyps. That was a cause. But now my question was, why after she went to Apollo, cleared it off, why it is coming again? So now for that, I need to really search for an answer. So I asked this question to her, was it something, is something good that happened to you when you was in this, you had this cancer? It's a stupid question, right? And she asked me, ma'am, enna ma'am good what good would happen to me when this is there? Then, but when she went home, she reflected on this question and she got back to me and said this, you know, it was, my husband became very close. That was something where I felt very good. Can you see, unconscious mind doesn't know all these things. Now, unconscious mind thinks if the cancer is moved away, then automatically the attention is also moved away. Then I started working on that thought too, because I have to give her the right mind, and the more I need to give her the assurance that your husband has got unconditional love for you, that will help her to really get back from this session. So what happened is, our first thing is, what I did was forgiveness exercise. So we all have resentment. We all have resentment. We all have things that we want. We have somebody or the other whom you don't want to forgive. But forgiveness is something for yourself, not for others. It's for yourself. Can you see, when you think about that person, again, your body gets some kind of symptoms. You feel like, some burning in your stomach. Maybe your heart is heavy or some feeling. Is it for the other person? No, it is for you. So that's the reason we need to forgive others. So when you start forgiving, the first thing for release cancer is forgiveness. So forgive. So I did her the forgiveness exercise. After the forgiveness exercise, I just gave a visualization that polyps is becoming smaller and smaller and smaller day by day. Every day it's becoming smaller. Then after, I think about 2-3 months, she went for a next checkup. She could see that polyps didn't spread at all. It became very small, and they were able to take it through ectomy. Then chemotherapy was not needed. It was a medical miracle, but I could really only tell it is, but it's not easy for other people in science to really believe it, but it happened. So that was the time she understood, how much you working on your mind can help. And it was not easy, because whenever she getting pain, your body will definitely connect to, oh my God, it's because of this I'm getting this pain. So I reprogrammed that thought of her to say, whenever you have a pain, it can be a gastric pain too. So just imagine it's a gastric pain, because it's imagination. If you can imagine, your mind will think it's reality. So if you can imagine that you have a good health, it's enough. That's one thing. Another thing is words. The words that we speak are very, very powerful. Can you see, it is not easy for you to think positive, but it is easy for you to say positive. Now, let me say you have a pain in your kidney, or you have a pain in your stomach, and suddenly you think, okay, so you have pain in your stomach, and suddenly you think, do you have any kidney problem? So now it is not easy for you to just heal or think, or heal that thought or think positive, but it is easy for you to say positive. So I will recommend you to say positive. Say that, no, my kidney is beautiful, my kidney is fine, my kidney is healthy. Affirmations. So as you say this, the words are very powerful. You start feeling comfortable. This is not only to health, it is even with your relationship. What gives power is what you carry in your head. As like your mind and body, even your mind and relationship is also connected. So much, whatever you make in your subconscious mind, that is the reality there. Now we all know this. Most of us know this by know this by knowledge. But why are we not able to implement this? Because of the resentment of the past. And the resentment of the past, how do you really throw it out? Then you need to do some self-work to yourself. Okay, you don't want to come to a psychologist, well and fine. But at least can you just connect with your body, relax your body, and take some affirmations to yourself? Do some forgiveness exercise. Imagine the person in front of you. Tell them, I forgive you. This will make a lot of difference in your body, actually. And forgiveness makes a very vast difference. Can I actually set a context for you to forgive? Because many people say that, ma'am, I can forget, but I cannot forgive. Then I tell them, if you're forgetting, that means you're forgiven. If you're not forgetting, that means you're not forgiven. So, so the context is, now a small child is coming and beating you. Okay, and it's painful for you. Maybe let's say a 5-year-old child is coming and beating you, and it's really painful. What will you do? Yes, Muthaya sir, what will you do?
Yes, I'll pat him. Okay, TK.
It's okay. Somewhere you don't get angry, right? Somewhere, though it's painful, you say it's okay and you do. Why do you do that? What makes you do that?
Because he has not done intentionally.
It's not done intention. No, he did intentionally only. He bet you. But still you don't do anything to him because yes, Naresh sir.
Yeah, we can say babies learn to walk from falling down. If you beat a baby every time it falls down, it will never care to walk again.
No, I'm saying a 5-year baby beating you. And you're
Also,
able to
the same
forgive
thing.
it. Why?
So if the 5-year-old baby is beating you, it's more out of a growing up process. You know that. It's your awareness of what the intentions are.
But
We
why
love
are
them.
you?
That's why we got angry.
He is immature, or he may not be angry or something.
Yes, but your age person is beating you.
I will never leave him. I will never leave him.
Yeah, see, that is the context. Now understand, you're forgiving the child is because you know that you are bigger, you are mature. But when it comes to your same age, or maybe your son or a daughter or a friend of yours who might be younger than you, still you carry that, you don't feel they're immature. So forgiveness, the context is when you understand you are higher than them, you're mature than them, then it is easy for you to forgive.
Good.
So now set this context. Then it is easy for us to forgive. And forgiveness is not for others. Please understand, it is for ourselves.
True that.
So, my dear friends, now understanding how your body works, how you have to, your childhood has got a lot of impact on whatever the body or your sickness or the way you start thinking. Now it is your choice absolutely to take this. And this is what is all about. And I've been practicing this for years together. And I can proudly say I very seldom get any ailment in my body, very seldom. And if at all I'm getting, I can understand that okay, this is what it is creating, and I can check it out. And something I can just give you, like for example, back pain. Okay, back pain, more likely if you see this side, the upper back, you get some challenges, that is more likely you carry so much of burden on you. And if you take somebody's physique also, you can see the persons whose shoulders are not flexible. 100% this person is carrying so much burden on him. He feels that he's not having anybody to support much. He has to do it all by himself. If there is a middle back pain, it is more to do with your guilt. Middle back pain, more to do with your guilt. If you're at all you're having that pain, you need to always think. And lower back pain, definitely it is to do with your money, lack of money. Even accidents, I tell you, it is because of thoughts. You might think it's just happening because that person didn't come, he was careless or I was careless. No. Everything that happens to you, please understand it is you who is responsible. But we have been taught very easily, like, other person is responsible for our happiness, other person is responsible. I got hurt because of that person, because it's easy for us to put that blame there so that we need not have any responsibility for that. Correct? Now,
Correct.
I always, when I understood this, when I got into psychology, first thing they taught me was take responsibility. For me, it was easy for me to really say my daughter is not listening, or my son is not listening, or my husband is not listening to me. But it was not easy for me to say that I didn't know how to communicate to my son or daughter or my husband so that he understands. Because that calls for responsibility. Even for health, please understand how much are you committed to your body, how much you love your body, how much you love yourself. That calls for time. Dhanikshit sir, yes, thank you. So
Can I ask a question?
overall, I think I've touched upon it. Is there any doubts or any questions for me? Please do ask.
Yeah. Can I ask a question now?
Yes,
What is the
Naresh,
role
sir.
of our sense of identity in all our problems?
I didn't get your question. What is?
What is the role of our sense of identity with all our problems?
Sense of, see, I feel identity itself is something that has come from your childhood. How you perceive your life, whatever you call identity itself is not you. For example, 0 to 8 years, your characteristics, your belief system, everything is formed because you are under one circumstances, or maybe you are brought up under a kind of parents. But let me say, in 1 year old, you are being hijacked, you are being kidnapped, and you are being trained by Bin Laden, Osama Bin Laden. Now, how your identity will be? It will be totally different. Correct? So whatever you think you are itself is not you. It is just your identity. You might think this is how I am. Do you know how am I? And everything what you say, who am I, is only your identity. It is nothing to do with you. It is all your perception, your belief system. It has come again from your childhood.
Well,
and the stronger base is given in the childhood. And
well,
even
actually,
about health, the stronger base is given in the childhood. How your family treated health as. When people come to me for working on health, I ask them first, what is the belief of your father? What is the belief of your mother? How did that contribute to you? Is there any belief that is coming from your parents? I work on that area too. Yes, Naresh sir, you had some question.
well, I have a different point on this. Is that the minute a
Yes.
baby is born, it cries, and when it cries, it's asserting I am. So our entire existence is actually all about identity. And if you don't deal with that, that's the root cause analysis for all our issues in life. So if you don't address that properly, the other things are at a different level. Whatever you say is absolutely correct, but the absolute root of everything is identity. And yes, you're right. Our conditions can give a different sense of identity to us. So when you say that if you're under a wrong influence of people, if the influence is not correct, it is definitely going to affect our identity. And ultimately, that sense of identity creates problems. For example, if somebody is taught from any part of the world in a very fundamentalistic manner, that person becomes violent because that's the sense of identity he gets.
Correct.
So that is a different level of a problem. That is unfortunate when people fall in that kind of trap. But when we are talking about normal, average people living a decent life, the sense of identity also works in a very, it has the biggest influence in our lives. If we can sort the identity out, the fear goes. Once the fear goes, the confidence comes, a self-esteem comes. And once the self-esteem comes, this even the requirement to love ourselves doesn't come, because after all, wanting to love ourselves is related to our self-esteem.
Yes. Yes, Narisa, you're right. as you rightly said, the identity, if you can really understand this is my identity, then only you will work on the identity, right? But most of us, what we do is we personalize our identity. Now, for example, I am lazy, that is personalized. I am a cancer patient, that is personalized. So what happens is they think I am, but it is no, it is their behavior, it is my identity. If you can really differentiate it, I think that is something which you can, as you rightly said, we can work on it. But most of us don't. We always think I am. I'm an angry person. Then I tell my clients, no, you are not an angry person. I don't see angry person here sitting in front of me. Your behavior at certain times where and you exhibit anger, or you're not able to handle that situation, your anger comes in. So if you can really see that, I think that is, you can just distinguish with it is easy. As rightly said, you are right, sir. Yes. Any other questions, please? Okay. So if it's no question, that means I've taken my class very well. Everybody understood. So that's what I'm
Yes,
going
thank
to
you
say.
very much.
Really, thank you very much, madam. You have given an eye opener to me. Great, thanks.
Thank you. So I want to just tell you something. See, this class is going to be a class of, it's again a knowledge. And I tell you, I'm a complete failure. If from today you could really take one step, what I taught you, maybe a deep breathing, taking out your emotion, or understanding for more understanding yourself, meeting a psychologist, or more maybe practice of yoga, anything. If you're going to take one step, or loving yourself exercise, doing loving yourself exercise every day, any one step you're going to take from this exercise, that calls for action. And I feel then my spending time here, it's definitely worth, and I trust my friends will definitely do that.
Sure, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Soshina.
Yes.
We had a wonderful time
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you very much for taking your time out on a Sunday morning to be with us. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Major Narayanan for connecting us with Soshina. And now we'll keep the floor open.
I would also like to thank him.
Yeah, sure. We will now keep the
Madam,
floor
thank
open.
you very much for the wonderful presentation. I'm just leaving. Thank you. Thank you, Gopi sir.
Thanks.
And team.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Narayanan sir. Major Narayanan, thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you, Soshina. Thank you for this session. Wonderful. Excellent.
Thank you, Soshina. Thanks, Gopi. It was a great time.
Participants, Participants, you may please unmute and ask your questions if you have any. Participants, you may please unmute and ask your questions, please.
Ma'am.
Yeah, go on, Tawsif. Go on, Tawsif.
So you say whatever it's basically it's for mental health, and if you think that you can cure or almost we can cure any physical illness with our mental strength. Am I right? This is what you are emphasizing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Parvez, you have a question, Parvez? Participants, you may please unmute and ask your questions, please.
Okay, I'm really happy that everybody understood. That's what I take it. And thank you so much, Major Narayan, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much, SD Gopin, for giving this opportunity. I'm really delighted and happy to be here. Thank you.